going on, everybody? And welcome to the Forever Inspired Network. Thank you for tuning in to the weekly Wassup. And on this week's episode, we trained with one of the most inspirational leaders of our time. He's made over $60 million off of his speaking engagements and helping people enrich their lives. His name is Les Brown, and I was able to train for an entire 3 days with him. Let's take a look at what we learned.
Trust me on this. This is very important. And I don't know if you've said this yet. You don't have to be great to get started. Right? It's not. But you have to get started to be great. You don't have to be great to get started. But you have to get started to be great. And some of you came up here and forgot your name. Let me tell you something. I've been recognized as the #1 speaker on the planet. I've been selected among the top 5 speakers in the world before that. I had some of my speakers come to the National Speakers Convention to see me show off. Really, I didn't tell them I was going to show off, but I knew that I came up there to do it, right? Diane, I got up there, and people who are close to me, they know my stuff. Like one person said, I know your stuff better than you. And I got ready to go into, if you want to think bad enough to go out and fight for it. And Jeff, my mind went blank. And I looked at everybody, and my speakers who I brought with me, they were saying it. So I said, I said, you just go for it. My mind went blank. I didn't know my name.
That's when the year is over. There is still enough in this year to set yourself up for the best year of your life in 2017. It's the people who sow now get to reap the harvest later. So your 4th quarter target has to be clear. You can't accomplish everything, but if you focus your time and your energy in one place, one area that you want to see success, you will yield the results. I promise you that. But if you just casually approach the quarter, it's not going to happen. See, in a football game, anything can happen at any second of the game. You know, they made a whole movie any given Sunday. But in the 4th quarter, if you're up, it's not time to sit back and say, oh, we won the game. It's time to make sure that the lead is so far ahead that you seal your fate as a winner. And if you're down, all you need is the other team to slip. All you need to do is get in their mind a little bit, and you can still win. So your 4th quarter target has to be like the mind of a winner.
What an incredibly inspiring weekend. I mean, to receive training from Les Brown and then to, at that same weekend, to be awarded with the Distinguished Alum Award, to be the youngest to ever receive the award. It's amazing, and to be recognized for what you do by the institution where you were educated. I couldn't ask for anything better. It was awesome.
Dennis has spent the years since his Catawba graduation distinguishing himself in 2 fields at the same time, music and service. His goal was never to distinguish himself, rather it was to serve his board and his community. While a student here, Dennis majored in music business, and he found success well before his graduation. In the BMI Foundation's 9th annual John Lennon Scholarship Awards, he competed amongst 1,200 other college songwriters, won first place. finalist in the International Songwriting Competition. And then in his hometown of Charlotte, Dennis founded a nonprofit organization called Inspire the Fire as a way to inspire positive change in youth ages 10 to 21 through faith, fun, and the arts. His leadership and his inspiration were so successful that in 2012, he was selected by the America's Got Talent judges along with his Inspire the Fire troupe to move on from Las Vegas to the next round of competition in New York. And if you haven't seen that, is it still on YouTube? It is a remarkable performance and worth looking up. Dennis's successful ability to connect people through music and his faith and the arts has been widely heralded. He's been featured in full-page articles in the Charlotte Observer, and in 2015 he was named Community Leader of the Year by the City of Charlotte. Earlier this year, while touring with Fantasia, the multi-platinum Grammy-winning American Idol winner, Dennis was hanging out with her and her backup singers backstage, and he began to play a song, a gospel song he wrote 10 years ago that he called Necessary. Now that song is about triumphing over suicide. Fantasia entered the room, and she was so touched by the song that she recorded it on Facebook Live. The simple turn of events, that little hanging out backstage singing this song, led to the video being viewed over 11 million times. Dennis's song on iTunes was instantly elevated to become the #1 downloaded song in the world on the iTunes site in one day. Now earlier this month, set your partisan issues aside and just listen to this. When Hillary Clinton was visiting Charlotte and wanted to meet with community leaders, Dennis was one of 9 young African American leaders tapped to meet with her so that she could gain insights on community and race relations in Charlotte. Despite his successes and his accolades, Dennis still makes time to share his talents and inspiration right here on the Catawba campus. He serves as a young artist in residence and as an adjunct music instructor at Catawba. He directs the gospel choir and the urban soul group, which is one of our vernacular music groups. Please join me in congratulating this outstanding young man, this outstanding young talent, Dennis Renown.